Live from a pile of mushy peas, it's Bankroll or Bust with your host, Monk. Hello and welcome to another episode of Bankroll or Bust, the world's first and only MMA betting game show. And I am here for UFC 304, huge pay-per-view week right here on the way past that channel. Hit the like, sub on this channel as well with me and Lou Betya. But as you can see, I've got three fantastic guests. We have the man that took couch out, dethroned Couch Warrior, 5 straight wins. We've got Fins in the chat. What is going on? Returning of a 48% ROI weekend last week. Fins, what's good? Tell the people where they can find you and how are you looking forward to this card?
I'm looking very forward to UFC 304. I have all my bets placed. I am hyped up. It is a much tougher card for me, in my opinion, to bet on than last week. I do say that having, the high ROI and stuff like that. But, last week was a lot of coin flips. So, easy to find value. This week, it's a lot of chalky favorites. You got to kind of maybe do some props, maybe some over-unders, get tricky with it. As for where you can find me, I got a YouTube channel, Fins Chats MMA. I got my Instagram, post all my picks there. I got my Twitter, also Fins Chats. You can find me on all platforms. And yeah, I'm ready to roll.
There we go. And you can find all their Twitters and whatnot in the description below as well. Second, we've got my colleague, Brady at DFS by the Numbers. First time on the channel, hopefully not the last. What is going on, Brady? Glad to have you. What do you think about this 304 card?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think a lot of spots are sticking out, and I'm very excited to finally be on the show, Monk. I watch this show every week. I love the concept, and I'm ready to hopefully come out here and perform well. So, yeah, looking forward to it. YouTube, DFS by the Numbers, Twitter, DFS_numbers, and yeah, I'm ready to roll here.
Absolutely. And it was I took long to get you on here on purpose because we got to have you on for a big card, and I think this is the one to do it. It's also the only one that we could have our next guest on. GC Connor Burks in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. Got to have the premier parlay pal on the Bankroll or Bust. It just made sense. How are you doing this week, and are you looking forward to the card?
Yeah, man, I'm doing fantastic. Cannot wait for this one. Obviously, as you can see, I got the regalia going. I love the English cards. Got some of my favorite fighters on this one. Tom Aspinall, Arnold Allen, guys like that. But I don't know, man. Feels like I'm up against some tough competition here. 48% ORI or ROI. I know Brady's a beast as well. I don't know how I'm going to perform, but I'm going to try my best, man.
There we go. That's all we can ask for. And what you guys are going to get is 12 individual bets across 12 different fights. We'll have 2 left over, but once a fight is picked, that is off the board. So you're going to get a lot of different betting angles to check out before UFC 304. So that's going to do it, guys. Without further ado, our draft order is the order on the screen. So Fins, you are up first. $1,000 to spend, 4 categories. Where are we getting started today?
All right. I'm glad I go first because I'm going to take a very big swing with my first pick. Every week on my Instagram, I do like what's called a Fins Hammerlock. It's basically my favorite underdog of the week. I'm 13-13 on that. And this week's Hammerlock is going to be Marcin Prachniow. So give me Marcin Prachniow. He is currently sitting at, let's see, where is he at on FanDuel? Plus 128 on FanDuel. And I'm just going to take a big swing. I'm putting $500 on Marcin Prachniow. Okay, so I think this fight is high likelihood of hitting the scorecards. Bukauskas' main path to victory, in my opinion, is to get a win inside the distance. I don't really see that happening. I like Prachniow. He's been on a career resurgence as of late. He was a huge dog against Devin Clark in his last fight, which I cashed on. There is no threat of the takedown basically from either fighter in this fight. And if Bukauskas does decide to go for the takedowns, I don't think it'll work out. This is going to be a striking affair for as long as it lasts. I'm liking the stock rising for Prachniow and Bukauskas. There's nothing really jumps off the page for him to be a minus 165 now. So yeah, I like Marcin Prachniow and I'm putting half the roll on it.
Half the roll on the Prachniow plus 128. Love it. Uncle Weezy would be very, very happy with you. I mean, Brady, we know from the DFS show last night, he absolutely hates Modestas Bukauskas. So there we go. Half the roll on that one. And speaking of Brady, let's move on to you. What's your first pick of the show?
Yeah, I'm actually putting half of my roll on this play as well. It's not going to be on an underdog. It's going to be on a chalky line that I do like, and it's going to be the Sam Patterson, Kiefer Crosby under 1.5 rounds at minus 190 on Bet365. I just don't think that Crosby has 7.5 minutes in him. And just how I see this fight playing out stylistically, it's like Crosby on the feet. He's going to come forward. He's going to try to take off Patterson's head. Patterson's extremely hittable. He holds his shin up in the air. He's begging to be knocked out. So I think a Crosby KO is in play. And then if this fight hits the mat even once, Patterson's going to sub this guy very easily. Crosby's been finished in all of his losses. Patterson's been finished in all of his losses. Neither of these guys have lost a decision. And you can kind of see why with the chin of Patterson and just the terrible jiu-jitsu of Crosby and cardio as well. So give me the under 1.5, half the bankroll. $500 minus 190.
There we go. You just said it. And yeah, you would think with a neck that big, the Gilly would always be available, but Crosby, I mean, I don't see it either. So I love that one there. All right. Half the roll on the under 1.5 at minus 190. GC, you've got 2 picks in a row, 2 fights off the board, and $1,000 to work with.
Yeah, let's see if I can thread the needle here. I like that under. I had that one circled. Sad to see it go, but I'm gonna start money line. I'm gonna take Manel Kopp right now, plus 140 on Bovada. I just think that if Makhachev can't get the takedowns, I think he's going to be in serious trouble. And over the 15 minutes at this price with a guy like Manel Kopp, as long as he gets into the octagon and makes weight, I think he's a very live dog. So we'll go plus 140. I'll go $300 on that one. And then let's circle it back around. And I'm actually going to take, as a method prop, I'm going to take Mick Parkin inside the distance, plus 200 right now on Bet365. So I know we're all thinking, 3 for 3 so far in the UFC, every time to a decision, kind of he trains with Tom Aspinall, essentially the exact opposite of Tom Aspinall. But if you go back and look at his career, 13 of his 14 professional and amateur combined contests, he ended up getting a finish win in all of those. So I'm going to say in front of the home crowd, gets it done and gets his first UFC finish. I mean, he got one on Contender Series. We've seen him do it before. Against the guy like Breshke, who has been known to gas out. I'm going to say he gets his first UFC finish here, plus 200. I'm going to throw 300 as well on that one.
There we go. I love it. It is still weird to me to see Kopp fight without shoes on, but we will also have to see if Makhachev can land takedowns on him inside the octagon and not just on the street. That was a great video, by the way. And that Parkin ITD, that is, I mean, can you imagine? He's in the home crowd, just turns it up, gets that finish, and Breshke, I forget who his opponent was, but got turned, or was it Costa? I don't remember. Got turned around backwards and absolutely demolished. So yeah, we have definitely seen that before. Kopp 140, Parkin ITD plus 200, and 300 on both. Absolutely love it. Brady, back to you. Second pick. You've got a money line method and wild card left.
Method. I'm liking something in the Molly McCann fight. I think Molly, first of all, she's a massive favorite, and money's just been pouring in on her. I think she's a very popular parlay piece this week, and I can kind of see why. But I think she has a good chance to go out there and get a finish. Like, this is a fight that just feels like your typical give Molly McCann an opponent she can go out there and get rid of in England type fight. Like, she's going to come out all hyped up, all coked up, and she's going to look for that finish. There's not a massive difference between the KO and the inside the distance. I do lean KO, but as we know, Molly's been really working on her submission game. So I'm just going to go with Molly McCann inside the distance at plus 165, and I'm going to give me 200 on that.
I love that play. And yeah, like we said, I forget who it was the other week. It was Agapova. It depends on what they're testing for these days. It could definitely affect the performance. Also, Brady, I think they call it Charlie over there. So you can work that in. You can work that in next time. 200 on the McCann ITD at plus 165. Yeah, I love it. Brazil seems like she might not be the real deal, and that's exactly who McCann can absolutely decimate. So we will have to see. Fins, back to you. Wrap us up on the front half of the show. You've got everything but your money line left and 500 to work with.
All right, so I was examining the slate as you guys were talking, and I'm pretty confident on this one. I'm going to go and target the Loughran-Hadley fight, and I'm going to take Cowlin Loughran by decision plus 100s. Okay, for the amount of money I want to put on that, let's see, $500 left. I'm pretty confident. I'll throw 200 on that. So right now the over-under sits at 2.5. It is juiced to minus 270. So it's already a high likelihood of hitting the decision. Cowlin Loughran is the favorite. He's the likely winner. So his most likely method is decision. This is short notice for Jake Hadley. He's going up a weight class. not in his, and he has to travel abroad to the UK. Kyle Loughran had a full fight camp for this. He was already preparing for a southpaw, so this fits right into his fight camp. I think Kyle Loughran can apply the pressure with his wrestling. I think on the feet, it's kind of a wash, but I think Kyle Loughran will just have enough output to win this on the scorecards. So give me Kyle Loughran decision plus 100.
Loughran decision. Yeah, I like that. I am interested to see how Hadley handles himself at 135, but he does always look like death, absolute death, when he makes the scales at flyweight. So maybe it will actually work in his favor. But yeah, I don't mind that Loughran. I know he's coming out to fight too. And Loughran decision, that's kind of how he's been winning these fights. So I think you said plus 100?
Yeah, exactly. On
plus 100
on FanDuel, yeah.
For $200. That'll finish up the first half. I mean, of course, I got to say it. We're on YouTube. Hit the like, hit the sub on the way past that channel. Lou actually just dropped props to consider and then maybe bet with John Stargarian. Be sure to watch that. I almost crashed my car when John said he was betting Leon at minus 210. So, all right, Fins, second pick. Go ahead. You got a fight time and a wild card.
Okay, didn't realize I go twice in a row. This is unfortunate. Even though I did this last week. Okay, let's see here. I got a couple things I'm eyeing. So fight time prop and wild card. I'll do my wild card. I'm going to target the Gregory Rodriguez CLD fight. A bet I have placed on this is fight to end in KO minus 145. But instead of that, for the sake of the show, since my pick is CLD by KO, I'm going to go ahead and just do CLD by KO as my wild card. I'm looking for it on FanDuel. They basically hid the money. Okay, here we go. CLD by KO is plus 150 on FanDuel. I'm going to go ahead and take that as my wild card. I have $300 left. I'm going to put 200 on that because I'm not really confident in a fight time prop. So basically, I see this fight just being a striking affair for as long as it lasts. Potential clinch against the cage. I'm not trusting Gregory Rodriguez to employ his BJJ. He never does, and I don't expect him to start in this fight. CLD is in his hometown. He completely destroyed Ribeiro in his last fight. His style is such that, once he lands, he really lands. But sometimes he's just stagnant. But I think with RoboCop's style of just constantly plodding forward, I think that's going to play into CLD's spinning attacks. I think it's going to play into CLD's offense. RoboCop has been chinned a few times. And I think CLD stocks up. He's the younger fighter. And I'm going to take his most likely path to victory, a KO at plus 150 for 200.
Perfect. Yeah, he definitely gets chinned. He also got foreheaded that one time too. My God. Anytime Rodriguez fight, geesh, don't go watch that cheaty fight, but do. But yeah, both guys are going to fight for your money. That one should absolutely be a banger. And I love the KO prop. Anytime you get a KO prop on a fight like that at plus money, kind of got to take it. So I love that. You have $100 left for your fight time when it comes back around to you. Brady, you've got 2 categories left and 300 to go. What are you looking at?
Yeah, it's funny. I liked like 3 different spots in that Christian Leroy Duncan fight as well. The fight ends by same thing. Fight ends by KO, Duncan KO, and then also the Duncan money line. But yeah, I have to go money line here. And there are 2 money lines that I'm kind of debating. They're kind of both like the same price, but I'm going to go with Preston Parsons on the money line at minus 138 best price. Looks like there is a lot of love on the Obon Elliott side, but I like Parsons here. I like the style of Parsons. This is a guy that's just relentless. I like the cardio, the toughness, the durability, and we've seen Elliott get finished in the past multiple times. He's been finished in both of his losses, and in that, even as like a contender series fight, he was very, very close to getting finished. In the Val Woodburn fight, he was getting reversed by Val Woodburn and getting out grappled at times. I wasn't impressed with that fight. So Parsons is coming in here. He's going to be going against the hometown guy, but just give me Parsons here on the money line at minus 138, and I'm going to go 250.
250 on the Parsons minus 138. I love that. I'm trying to work him into as many DFS lines as possible as well, because yeah, I don't know about Elliott, but it's not Johnny Parsons, but still, we've got pressure Parsons here. I do like his chances. All right, Connor, you've got let's see, 2 picks. You're going to finish off right here, fight time prop, and then come back wild card in whatever order you choose. You've got 400 left.
All right, let's go fight time prop first. I'll head to the main event. I'm actually going to take this one. Fight goes the distance, minus 170. I mean, if you just look at both the guys' careers, 12 of 16 in the UFC for Leon, gone to a decision. 13 of 17 for Bilal, gone to a decision. I just have a hard time. I don't see Bilal getting a finish. I mean, Leon obviously never been finished over the course of the 25 professional fights that he had, potentially for Leon, but I feel like either of these guys is going to win by decision. I'll go 350 on that. And then let's just have some fun. $50, wild card, no reasoning, just feeling it in the plums.
Yes.
Let's go Arnold Allen, KO, round 3, plus 2,200.
Round 3 KO plus 22. Oh, I mean, this is fantastic. I'm loving it.
He can never been finished. I don't think Arnold Allen, I think he has 8 KOs over the course of his career. Probably not going to happen, but it's the wild card.
Depends if they let him wear that fight kit that he wants to wear. Anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. So we've got the Edwards Muhammad fight goes to decision at plus 170, 350 on that. That's self-explanatory. Love that one. And then the Allen round 3 KO at plus 2,200. I'm gonna have to do some homework. That might be the biggest plus money wager we've had on this show so far. So we're gonna have to dig into that.
One thing, the fight goes to a decision is minus 170. My apologies.
Of course. Yeah, I should have. I got too excited there.
Yeah.
Minus 170. Tried to flip it on you, but yeah, we're gonna have to get our stat division here at Bankroll or Bust to work on that.
Let's see if we can hit it.
That's right. All right. GC's done. Brady, you've got one pick left. Anything goes. And you've got 4 fights to choose from.
I do. And there's one
fight. $50.
I'm absolutely not touching that Bannon fight. That's for dang sure. So I really have 3 fights to pick from. So yeah. I'm gonna go with between the Green or the Wood fight. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go into the Green and Pimblett fight here. And I think this fight just has split decision, crooked decision written all over it. And the split decision prop in general, I think, is plus 350. But the split decision prop for Paddy Pimblett is plus 800. And I kind of feel like that's how he wins, a crooked, corrupt decision in England, maybe a fight that he doesn't even win. So yeah, plus 800, Pimblett by split decision. And I think I have 50 left. So 50 on that.
Perfect. Yes, sir. That's correct. And yeah, that's going to be interesting because Bobby Green always wins. He just throws volume in round 3. I think Lou Bet, I've mentioned him twice now. The draw. He wants the 10-8 Bobby Green 3rd round and get the draw. It's plus $1 million to 1 or 8,000 or something crazy like that. All right. We've got one pick left, and it is Finn's fight time. You got $100. What do you got?
Oh boy, fight time is one of the worst selections with this on the board. Okay, so Aspinall Blades is 1.5. I'm not touching that. It's minus 160 for the under. Bannon Ardeline, definitely not touching the under. Over 2.5 is minus 215. So that kind of leaves me with Wood Pineda. So my prediction in the Wood Pineda fight is a Wood sub, but I mean, I am willing to wager on the over 2.5. It is plus 128. Seems like that is my only option, really. But I'm going to take it a step further. I'll take the Wood Pineda fight to go the distance at plus 164. I'll get a couple extra juice on that. I guess I have to defend this pick, even though it goes against my picks, right? So Wood is the decision merchant. Pineda has lost historically every most decisions he's been to, I think. Or his only wins are inside the distance.
Yeah, he's never won by decision.
Yeah. And Wood is the minus 500 favorite. So I mean, books think this will be a Wood decision. I think it's gonna be a Wood sub, so I'm kind of flipping, but I'll take the plus 164. It's only $100. I'll throw it on that.
There we go. And I would have picked Bannon Ardeline to be left over. Not sure I would have picked Aspinall Blades, but it does make sense in hindsight that those two are the ones that are left over. Let's do a quick recap, guys. Finns gave out 4 plus money bets. Pracknell plus 128, Wood Pineda GTD plus 164, Loughran decision plus 100, and Duncan KO at plus 150. Brady gave out Parsons minus 138, Patterson Crosby under 1.5 minus 190, Molly Meatball ITD plus 165. That might be really awesome. Then the Pimblett split decision plus 800, and then Connor Burks Manel Cop plus 140. Main event Edwards Muhammad fight goes at minus 170. Parkin ITD plus 200, and Arnold Allen gray sweatpants with the stain round 3 KO plus 2,200. That is going to do it, guys. These guys gave out 12 wagers across 12 fights, and now you have a great starting point. Be sure to tune in or to check out the Twitter on Sunday. I will report who won and how well we did. And yeah, we will go from there, guys. Enjoy UFC 304. Thank you three for coming on so very much. A pleasure to have you. And thank you guys for tuning in. As usual, we want all of you to enjoy the fight. So enjoy. And we will see you in the next one.
I love this. You only come here if you like that stuff.